With 3 companions who will not persevere, Sophie consecrates herself to God and His service before this picture on the 21st of November, 1800, the date celebrated by the Society for its foundation. It is this same picture which has presided over the election of the 13 Superiors General who have succeeded Madeleine Sophie Barat to our day. (1802). In the modest beginnings of the work of education at Amiens, Sophie finds her delight in the Canticle of Canticles. Come then, my love, my lovely one, come. For see, winter is past, the rains are over and gone. The fig tree is forming its first figs, and the blossoming vines give out their fragrance. Come then, my love, my beautiful one, come. My dove, hiding in the clefts of the rock, show me your face. Let me hear your voice, for your voice is sweet, and your face is beautiful. My beloved is mine, and I am his. The fire is spreading here and there. 1804 in Grenoble. Rose Philippine Duchesne, who merits her name, Hope, a former visitation nun, brings to the Society far more than her monastery, her strong personality and her heroic generosity. She is the one who will carry out the desire of her friend Sophie to make the gospel and the all-embracing love of our God known across the seas. After a delay of 12 years, finally, Philippine receives the yes for her mission. Rose Philippine and 3 companions embark on board the Rebecca, and the epic of the Society of the Sacred Heart in the New World begins. While the fire is spreading overseas, Sophie Barat multiplies foundations. Sometimes there are communities dispersed by the revolution who gather together again and join the Society of the Sacred Heart to live in union with the heart of Jesus through prayer and apostolic work. There are also some pious educators who want to assure that their schools are based on solid virtues. Above all, there are the young women who find their vocation here. Frequent journeys are necessary, uncomfortable, and at the whim of the coach drivers, which stops at Spanish inns, where the holy monk, as some call Sophie, interests herself in the professional and spiritual life of the employees. The reasons for these journeys, in addition to the foundations, are business matters, political upheavals and revolutions which threaten or expel her communities. Also tensions with the Gallican bishops and the Vatican diplomats. Foundations continue to multiply. The constitutions written in 1815 received the approval of Pope Leo XII in 1826. Pope Gregory XVI renews this approval in 1843. The end of this society is to glorify the Sacred Heart of Jesus by the imitation of its virtues and consecrating oneself to the sanctification of the neighbor. The spirit of this society is essentially based on prayer and the interior life. Side by side with these fundamental statements of the society, The constitutions contain instructions with their own flavour. They will love and desire that simplicity which flows from the calmness of a soul who seeks and longs for nothing but her God, and who, without any thought of self or of her self-interest, looks only to God, whom alone she wishes to love and please in all things. In Belgium, in 1836, the first free school was founded at Jet, followed by the boarding school. And Sophie's life, given to God, is maintained between these two poles, her prayer and her love for children. In the chapel of Jet, built in 1934, two little pictures recall this: prayer, prolonged and constant, in the midst of boundless activity, and love of his lessons, with complete docility and abandonment. I have nothing further to add, my dear daughter, to the inspirations which have helped you to discover the secrets of the journey which lead certainly to the love and possession of Jesus, begun already in this life. Your mother, Barat.